job lot that you see before you, which it is sorted. I know it doesn't look sorted. I have already been rummaging through it because I've been picking bits out from previous stuff I've been doing, which I'm still working on. So I'm probably going to be rummaging through it for those things. So it's been pretty minging as well, which is why the bin is there. Because there's been some pretty disgusting stuff. I don't know if it's like a shed situation. Oh, what's going on here? And this is all non-branded Lego. And that's the colander, which I use when it's all wet. So yeah, I've got a fair decent amount of stuff here. I've got a lot of Technics. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is tackle Technics, because I hate Technics. And if I don't tackle it, I won't do it. So I'm going to tackle the Technics. I have this, which I know is in there. There's probably even a second set of that. I found the stickered part, so that's how I know that that's it. And I had the instructions in my store, so in my storage. So I've pulled that out. It did also come with these, so that's just a basic set, but it's not complete. That is a cheapo set which rarely sells very well. Construction sets don't sell very well. Modern stuff doesn't sell very well for me. Not happy about that. Obviously I have one Technics thing that actually came with it, which I know I can do, because why is there a chair within a chair? So I've got that chair, and that's part of it, and that's the front of it, so I can lay into doing that one. I've seen the parts for them, which again are two very negligible rubbish sets. I get the impression that this person probably sorted through all this previously. It also had two of these that came with it, so it may suggest that if I have a good look at that, I can work out what other Technics there is in this. I mean, obviously there's something else. That goes with that, but that's very modern. It should have the year on the back. 2004, that's what I call modern. So after I've done the Technics, I am going to try and do this. So this is another instruction booklet that I had, and I think I can do that because there's a fair few really nice space figures in here, and some of these parts are here. Not all of it, but I think I've got those bits. Yeah, so I've got those bits which are the bottom. I haven't got any of the cupboards, but I've got some of the printed parts. The frustrating bit is I haven't got the uppers of it. I know that that's the part which I'm missing. So this part, inverted, printed, and I need that for something else as well. So I was hoping to have more than one of that, because I've got that there, and it has got the parts for this as well in here. So I'm thinking I can finish that because I'm missing the pneumatic pipes. And then I remember the reason that I actually bought this. Well, not the reason, but one of the reasons was it had this snack bar part. And then when I picked it up, I realised it was fractured, and then it completely broke. So I'm going to repair that because it's so rare, and I've got all of that ready to go in my spares. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Technics first, and then I'll probably do the space in daylight because I've got the curtains closed, it's dark. And when it comes to colour differentiation and the fact that these are like, although I know that I've got the transparent parts, it's easier to do it in the daylight. So I'm going to crack on with what I can do now. High time I show my face, because I haven't shown my face for ages. So my frustration with Technics is very real. I am hurting. I mean, I feel like I feel like I'm getting on in my years. It just hurts so much putting it together, and it never works very well. And I'm really shot my nails to bits doing this. This is the thing I've just been putting together, which has just done all of that. So I'm like totally unimpressed, and it doesn't really fit together properly. And there's a whole load. There's some stuff I'm supposed to put on the back, but I am not doing that. The inventory's there. The model's ready. The light is good, so I'm going to photograph this today. I've got a whole load of stuff which I need to photograph, but the light has been so dingy. And I have this thing. This will not sell for any more than like £5 to £10, because it's weird, isn't it? I mean, what is the point in that? I've just flicked an antennae off another model. This is called, I don't know because there's a steering wheel, Hydrofoil 7. And it's got this geezer who looks like Freddie Mercury in it. No, he really does. Yeah, so he comes with it. But because it's just like, there's nothing to it, and it's supposed to be a hovercraft, but it's got no functionality, which completely negates the whole thing about Technics. I mean, it has got some functionality in that moves, but they could have just, some wheels probably would have brought the price of that up, but they didn't do that. So I've got that. I mean, obviously that was easy to find because I've got the stickered parts, and obviously that geezer. So those are the two things that I've got. I've inventoried that. I've got all the parts for that. I just need to put it together. And there's not much to that. I mean, that shouldn't be too painful, and I should probably do it now. I just don't, I want to just, because the sun, there's a little bit of blue sky, but clouds, and because the light is okay, I'm going to do some photos, because I've still got, you know, decent stuff to take photos of, and I need to do it because it got too dark in the day. I've also inventoried that, and I've got all of that, which is all sat here. So I need to put that together. And then the other thing which I had, which I did spend a lot of time doing, and I should have like probably worked from the bottom. So I had that wing, which is really weird because I seem to have loads and loads of left wings, but but nothing's right wing. Well, there you go. I really don't want to talk about politics because I wanted to enjoy watching I'm a Celebrity, but from the moment that Matt Hancock went in there, it caused a bit of a like heated debate, and it's just brought up a whole can of worms and how I feel about everything, and it just really upset me on Wednesday night. So let's not talk about right-wing politics. But anyway, this aeroplane, if it's boxed, it sells for 50 to 70. I thought, oh, well, I'll definitely better put that together because, you know, I better put that together. And I've got loads of it. I mean, obviously it's all bagged up. And I was like thinking about just selling it as spares, but I think I should probably like not bother. My problem is that it needed 18 of these, which are 16 by 1. And although I've got a big pile of them, I literally don't have 18 yellow ones of that. And a few other pieces missing. Obviously I don't have the other wing, but I can give it in another colour, but probably not worth my time. But so the most expensive set that was in with that job lot, well, the most expensive set Technics wise that was in there, I haven't got. But anyway, I'm going to crack on. Like I say, I need to take photos before this light changes because the winter is god awful and you just never know. You never know how much light you're going to have. And I have utilised the fact that there's that Royal Mail collection service is actually on. So I've worked on Lego all today. I did my parcels yesterday and they collected today, and it actually worked. I had feelings like it wouldn't, but it did. So no sorting, just cracking on with the Lego. A fair amount of sorting has taken place. I've put some of this bits away, but I still have loads that I can actually pull out of this. I haven't even started on doing the castle bits yet. I think this is like Sabre Island, so I may well be doing Sabre Island, but I need to work out how many of these minifigures that I've got, because I want to do Eldorado Castle, and then obviously I've got shields and I've got other bits, so I want to see what I can do castle wise. And then I've got that, but the stuff which I've got missing is quite annoying, because it's actually the back part of that, which I should have loads of spares of, but because of the sort of things that I've been doing and the amount of stuff that the amount of cars and things that I've pulled together, I don't have any of that. And I've still got stuff there. So my position is that I want to get all of this. I want to get all of this photographed today. So I'm just going to concentrate on doing that. There are loads of space sets parts that are in with all of this, but I haven't been able to complete any of them. I've got them all piled up there, so that's going to be something for a later stage. But these are the bits which I've got, which I can do. I've got that one that I've got to put together. There's actually another Technics that I've got there, but this is the reason why I'm getting annoyed with doing Technics. I know that one is in a really bad way. It's like absolutely awful. I really hate it. And then the trouble with Technics is the instructions aren't very good, and then you end up putting something in the wrong place and trying to get it off. It's a flipping nightmare. So not all of this has come out of that job lot. Those bits are from a previous thing. Oh, that has come from this. This sells really quite quickly. That's come from that the instructions were with it. I've been able to pull out all the parts, some of the spares I had for this thing. It's got a colour substitution, because those things on the bottom, well, you can see there that one of them was really faded and I didn't have them all in white, and then I just thought, well, there's no harm in putting black ones on, so I did that. I've got a post office there which is pointing around the wrong way, so that's what the post office actually looks like. Yeah, I think I've done quite well with that. The taxi rank, I had the labelled parts for that, so I already had that taxi bit there. I already had the base plate, and I already had that, but I know that I didn't have the doors there and the other things, so I've been able to pull all that together. Those two diggers have come from this. This little space set has come from this. This little space set has also come from this, and I did have the instructions for that. I've done a police van here. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, another little space set there, which I've managed to pull out from all of those. So that's sort of kind of a sister spaceship to that, because it shares the same windows, but it's the same type of space person. Space ones will these two, I mean, that will probably be about £15. That one might be 20, but considering I've had to do colour subs, maybe not. But yeah, the space stuff is selling really well for me. I've got another one of these cars. I think I've already listed one. So yeah, I've actually pulled two of them out, but I think I've already listed it because I'd just sold one this week, so I just used the same photos. This guy's come out of all of that. That's from another job lot, so that doesn't really count. I just hadn't put it together because it was driving me up the wall. I was pillaging some of the parts for that as well, because this has got colour substitution, so I needed white for that, so I took them out of there. This has come from this job lot, so this is like another £20. So this was broken, so I've repaired that with super glue, which I think it's actually pretty obvious because it's not straight. But you know, it's complete set. And then these two Technics, that's got some bits missing, and it's got some colour substitutions, hence why it's sort of, I've faffed around a bit. So it's the bits at the back are black and they should be blue, which is so annoying because I have so much Technics, and then the colours I just didn't have. And then I've got this little set here which has a load of other spares with it to make other sets. Not sure what that's called, but I've got the number there. So yeah, I'm going to photograph these and get them on because they're in the way. They're going to get booted if they sit here any longer, because that's what happens around here. Lego is all very well, but you have to be like really on top of it, and I'm not on top of it at the moment. So this is my quest for today, is getting stuff there photographed. I mean, you can see that's my wheels drawer, and it won't fit back in the little cabinet because I've got too many wheels. So I've got to do some bumper some little letterbox sets with that. I think I need to do some letterbox sets as well with my Technics, because there's just too much stuff, and I think I'll better sell them quite easily, because a letterbox set means I can sell them for £10, and it is Christmas and people like to bulk up what they're giving. So that's my quest. That's how much I've got from this so far. I won't put this video on yet, although you know, I've got a decent amount from it. This was £65 including the postage that I've spent on all of this. I know that you're looking at some of the stuff which came from something else, but the majority of this has come out of that job lot, which you saw at the beginning of the video. But yeah, I need to do photos while it's decent light, and I may well be getting the castle and pirate stuff still out of all of that job lot, so I will keep you posted. Okay, another day where it's just getting dark again. It's taken me so long to do this Lego because I've been sort of accumulating it, and it's been so dark to distinguish colours, which when it comes to like grey colours, and even when with our electric light here, even distinguishing yellow and white becomes difficult. Anyway, the job lot now sort of looks like this. So I've put away a lot of the wheels, although the wheels are now busting out of the drawer. I can't close any of the drawers. I've got too many wedges, and I've got wedges there which need to go in. I've got brick stock there, and I've got base plates and other things. So I'm going to be making a whole load of like assortment packs because it is Christmas. Judge Judy is on. Judge Judy is my background noise. There's a lot more sets that I can pull out of this. However, it's disappointing because I've been through the Eldorado Castle, and I thought that I had what I needed for it, because I thought it was these that I was missing. It's actually the smaller ones which I'm missing. I haven't got any to hand there to show you. So I need the 1x4s, annoyingly. So I can't do the Eldorado Castle. I don't have enough minifigures to do the Eldorado Castle. And I think there's actually, no, I think I can do it. It's just, it's going to be a few substitutions. But the point is that I could do it. So the last two things which I have managed to pull together from this is this thing here, which I haven't I mean, it's all here, but I haven't put it together. It's literally on the floor. And the last thing which I have done is this house, which was very obvious. I had that because it had the instructions to it. These are not complete. This is the inside of it. This is like starts on page 6. But I looked at what that was online. So I've done that. And then sort of like cleared the decks so that I can just put lots of, when I do the starter packs, excuse me, I'll just move that. When I do the starter packs, which I tend to, so the reason that I keep these the standard building blocks in groups of 10, and I put all of them together. And then I just sort of like, you know, I'll chuck some like doors and windows in and some roof tiles, these base plates, and I'll make a load of those packs up. And generally, I tried to put the price up when the postage price went up, and I just didn't sell any. So it is $9.99, and generally when I've got a 20% sale, that means I end up going then at $7.99, which isn't the best. But it is what it is. Because the thing is that if I don't do this, I end up at the point where I can't cope and I've got too much Lego. And at the moment I have got too much Lego because I can't keep all my storage. My storage is just bursting out. There is something else which I'm going to try and do, which you'll probably think I'm absolutely bonkers. Sorry. It is sunset. Things are changing. This is one of the reasons that I don't have a ring light, because my skin is horrible. Okay, hang on a minute. So, this thing here, this is what I'm going to try and do. Oh yeah, I'm going to try and put it back on screensaver. Sometimes this thing is so sensitive. Anyway, let me pull up a picture. Now, I know how daft this sounds. However, I am thinking I might be able to do this set. This is a very ambitious thing for me to do, but I have got so much brick stock, and I've got black, and the 2 drawers that I can't close are black and red. So I've seen other people do this, and apparently because they are just generic bricks, it's now bringing up like nonsense. So because it brings up because it uses a lot of generic bricks, it does have a few unique pieces, which are quite expensive to buy, but I'm thinking I might substitute them out, because it is just all basic bricks, and some of them are tan. So before I sell off all of the Harry Potter Lego, which I don't want anything to do with, I'm just going to auction that off. Before I sell all that, I'm going to see what tan bricks I need to pillage from all of that, and I'm going to see if I can pull this together. The reason is yeah, so this is the Darth Maul bust, obviously from Star Wars. I'm going to take that down because it keeps just lighting my face up. So the Darth Maul bust, if you've got it brand new and sealed, it's £2,000 on eBay. People who are like selling it as it's supposed to be, they are generally getting, yeah, thanks for that. They're generally getting around 500 to 1,000. So I think that people who are like putting the bricks together and accumulating it, so i.e. what I would do, can sell it for around £300 to £400. So for the sake of the fact that, just to see if I've got all those bricks on there, the gamble that will be £300 to £400, I'm going to see if I can pull all that out of my stock before I start doing these packs. So that's the next mission. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pass it. I know I've got a lot of like the bit, you know, the like the unique bits, like his eyes are that. I know that that's that there. I know that I've got a lot of these bits. So that's what I'm going to do next. Anyway, this was a job lot that cost me 65 quid, and I've still got more that I can pull out of it. I've still got techniques that I've got to do. You know, like bagged up things here, which I need to go through. I've got a lot more that I can get out of it. However, I'm at a point now where it's driving me bonkers and I need to draw a line under it. So, thank you for watching. I'll be back again with more of this craziness, and I'm going to do a separate video if I'm able to do the Darth Maul one. I'm dubious, and I've been told that it's very difficult to build as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.